First time that I went back to the Opera House, the sound of collective applause just hit me in a way that I had never had before, just how important it is for us to all sit together in a dark room and have an experience that no one else is going to have exactly like that ever again. I'm Louisa Muller. I'm the stage director for Opera Colorado's production of Tosca.
Yes.
When I'm working on a new opera, I mean, so much of it comes back to the score. A lot of what I do at the beginning is just listen, 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 listen. Just sort of figuring out what's the story that's there, what's the version of that story that we want to tell, what makes it important, what's meaningful about it in this particular moment or for this particular audience. The other thing is that then I have a lot of visual inspiration, so having designers that I really trust and sort of trust the style and trust that we have a shared aesthetic, and then sort of whatever decisions we're making together in that box will end up making sense. In the rehearsal room, I care a lot about a collegial atmosphere. I call it a warm room. I think a warm room is just so important. The space that we come into and we ask of the singers to take risks and to try things, and it has to be a warm space. So much of it comes down to trust. Singers now are so eager to really, really dive fully, dramatically into their characters. Sometimes it's just about sort of encouraging people to just build their skills, honestly, about sort of ways to move on stage, ways to communicate on stage, then also finding really the moments where they can really look at each other, finding the moments where they can really connect with each other, because I think so much about what makes something feel natural is just about how people relate to each other. I think things have changed so much in the past 4 years since I became a parent. I don't know if it's just because of sort of where I already was in my career, but things have really sort of taken off for me in that same period of time. And so it's been really a challenge to sort of just figure out what that balance looks like for us. And it's certainly an ever-evolving thing because Maisie herself is such a moving target and changing all the time. You know, our industry was sort of traditionally quite family unfriendly, I would say. And certainly when I started, I didn't see a lot of women with kids. And now there really is a sort of a cohort of female directors who we all support each other and encourage each other, and I'm just so happy that quite a few of us now are getting more and more work and more recognition. I'd say we've had to really work for it and sort of prove ourselves over and over again.
Second guess myself and then I do the wrong one.
Okay, very good, very good. Can we just look at a couple things?
Of course.
Can we look at your position over here when you're snuggling?
What I find that is still not happening is that women and directors of color are just not given nearly enough opportunities to fail. And I think that somehow the standards are much higher, or that we're sort of somehow representative of our gender or race in a way that nobody is expecting our white male colleagues to be. We need to just be getting more opportunities just for a wider group of people. And then some people will do great and keep going, and some people won't, but that is how it has been for our male colleagues this whole time. I've seen certainly a real push toward diversity in casting that happened a few years ago, and I mean, I'm so thrilled that there now are a few women of color who are leading companies just in the past year. I think that's so important. We need to sort of be working on that through every level, and not just what the audience can see on the stage. I think my dreams for the future of the opera are just that we leave ourselves really open to everything it can be. Certainly not shunning the canon of works that we all love and are continually learning from, but really opening the repertoire to new voices and new works and introducing new audiences to the magic of what this can be and trusting them to love it and understand it. and just opening the field so that it isn't in any way sort of closed to anybody who wants to participate on any level. We all had to sort of shut down for so long that I hope that in the reopening we just keep opening further.